Hello everybody. Okay, by the title of this video, you can probably see that I'm going to be talking about The Haunted Airman starring Mr. Robert Pattinson, the hot and fabulous Robert Pattinson. And as you can see by the rating thingy right there, I still haven't figured out a rating for this film. I don't know what to think about it. My grandmother watched it with me. She honestly, she thought that Rob's acting was pretty good. It was really good, but she honestly thought the whole movie was crap. And in this movie was kind of confusifying. So basically, the movie is about this Rob's character Toby, who was an airman in a war in England, and he got shot while in an airplane, and he lost all feeling, like he was paralyzed from the waist down, and he's in a wheelchair throughout the whole film, basically, except for in the beginning of the movie where he's like literally lying on a stretcher, like an old-time stretcher, in the middle of the road. He's just like chilling. He's just like, hey, and with his aunt. Yeah, his aunt, I don't remember her name though. His aunt, he loves his aunt, like, not just like familial love, like love. His character, like, wants to marry his aunt. By the way, his aunt is like his aunt by marriage, so I guess that doesn't count to him, but kind of creepy. So he loves his aunt, but she obviously, I guess, doesn't have the same feelings for him. So yeah, that's not too good for Toby or Rob's character or anything or whatever. I'm turning up. Okay. So throughout this film, Toby, Rob's character, has a lot of nightmares. He dreams a lot, and also there's a lot of spiders in this film. So if you have like arachnophobia, fear of spiders, I know I'm smart. The things I keep bottled up in here, my brain, I know it's crazy. But no, if you have a fear of spiders, don't watch this film because there's a ton of spiders in this film. So my grandmother really freaked out because she really does not like spiders. So she seriously said, she's like, I'm not gonna watch this movie if it has spiders in it or blah. And I'm like, whatever. At first, the spiders I didn't really care. I'm like, oh, whatever, spiders, because I'm not really afraid of spiders. I'm afraid of heights and snakes. Oh my god, I hate snakes. Like the small ones, the tiny small ones, like, you know, the tiny ones that are like you can wrap around your finger or whatever, the tiny ones, I'm fine with. But the big freaking ass snakes, the big ass ones, oh hell no, I don't get it near me. I will scream and I'll like seriously run to Texas. Why? I don't know why. I'd run to Texas. I want to see a cactus. That's why I'd want to check. Okay, starting up. Okay, so yeah, at first the spiders, I didn't care. I'm like, whatever, spiders. But then, my hair is bugging me. Okay, but then, I hate my hair. I need to invest in some clips. Don't you think? That's what I need for Christmas. Hair clips. But but then after a while, the spiders really started to creep me out. Then there's this one bathtub scene where just Rob is just laying in the bathtub and he's being like washed by the nurse or whatever because he's been sent to this like hospital place because he has, he's in a wheelchair. So it's kind of at first, like when the first scene just first came on, I'm like, oh my god. It's not that I was just like, I'm like, ew, I don't want to see it. I mean, I've seen it. I've seen that, but I've never seen him in that situation. And this was my first film. My first film I've seen him in, other than this amazing franchise. So it kind of caught me off guard, and I was kind of like, oh god, like I've seen this, but I haven't seen anything else. So luckily, those bubbles look seriously strategically placed, like around that area, so I was in the clear. But his feet were kind of gross, and they were like, and his facial expression in that was just hysterical. And then there's this one part in the film where he's constantly sending letters to his aunt and his aunt doesn't even get the letters. The doctor, oh my god, the doctor's a creeper. But anyways, the doctor takes the letters and reads them himself because, yeah, they're trying to, and basically Toby thinks that they're trying to make him go insane, and Toby ends up going insane, and blah, 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 blah. Anyway, So, the doctor is a creeper though, but like sometimes you see him, like you see Rob in his wheelchair, he's just chilling, smoking or something. He's smoking a lot in this film. Anyway, but no, then all of a sudden you see out of the corner, you see the doctor, he's kind of just lurking. He's just like lurking in the, it was so creepy. Okay. Okay. Anyway, so there's this one part where so Rob is in the wheelchair and he's like up. He's like right near some stairs, and my grandmother just decides to say that doesn't make any sense. Why would they put him upstairs? You know, because since he's in a wheelchair, why would they put him upstairs? It doesn't make sense. And I'm like, I don't know, Jesus. You know, my grandmother. Yeah, you'll be so entertained when you watch a film with my grandmother. It is so entertaining what she says. It's so funny. And then in another scene, he was in his wheelchair and he was like in a garden or the front yard or something. He was just chilling. He was just rolling. He was just rolling with the homies or something. Anyway, and then my grandmother just says, she's like, she asks me, how did he get down the stairs? Does he have an upstairs and downstairs wheelchair? And I said, I don't know, maybe. And to which she said, they probably didn't. It's wartime England we're talking about here, you know, because during the war, like, you don't have any money, so he probably didn't. I'm like, I don't, upstairs and downstairs wheelchair, like, they have different wheelchairs. I'm like, I don't know why my grandmother asked that. It's just my grandmother and I watched Twilight together when oh my god, that was so entertaining. I can't wait to watch New Moon with my grandmother, because that's just gonna be, well, not really, she's probably just gonna cry a lot. Anyway, moving on. So, throughout the film, the spiders are kind of just lurking around. And then there's this one part where they're, like, crawling all over him. I'm just gonna let this out right here, right now. I have never been so jealous of an arachnid. I've never been so jealous of an arachnid. I wanted to be those spiders, because they were crawling all over this. I've said it once, I'm saying it again, I am pathetic. Why, I don't know what possessed me to be so jealous of the spiders, but seriously, watching it, I was just like, I want to be that spider right there. So yes, I was jealous of an arachnid for about 10 seconds of my life. Let me tell ya, that was it. I learned things about myself that I never thought I'd find out or learn or whatever. Anyway, moving on. So, like, there's this one part where he's, like, crawling across the floor and going into the tub, and then there's this part where it's going from the bathtub drain to him and back again, and I'm like, there's gonna be a spider popping out of that drain. I was just waiting for it. I'm like, come on, come on, come on, come on, come on, and then BAM! Spider popped out. I'm like, aha, knew it! But by then, my grandmother had already left. My grandmother left within, like, 30 minutes of this film. So yeah, she didn't like it at all. I watched it all the way through, so yeah. I wasn't really paying attention to any of the dialogue, I just was paying attention to this face, and yeah. Anyway, so, by the end of the film, he has gone completely insane, and Rob's character wants to go, wants to leave, and he tries to escape. Then they get this really big needle. Oh my god, I've never been so afraid of a needle, and I'm never usually afraid of needles. Yeah, needles are okay. I'm not like one of those, oh, give me needles. I've never been so afraid of a needle, because it was huge. But no, they shot it in his back, and, like, yeah. Oh, there's this one part where they're giving him a massage, and my grandmother's watching this with me. Let me tell you, it was kind of awkward. But there's this one part where it gets a close-up of his back, and my grandmother, I didn't see it. I had to skip back in the DVD thing. But my grandmother notices this freckle, and she's like, oh, he's spotty. And I'm like, what? She's like, he has a freckle on his back. And I'm like, what are you talking about? So I skip back, and sure enough, there's a freckle on his back. And I'm like, that's amazing. She's like, well, that's cool. He has a freckle on his back. I'm like, how is that cool? I don't know. Anyway, so, long story short, by the end, he kills his aunt because his aunt is having an affair with his doctor, which is kind of creepy. And he gets mad. And it's really awkward. Like, the doctor's, like, standing over him, and he's, like, making out with his aunt's dead corpse. It was really weird. So, quickly, if you've seen this film, please comment below. I'd love to hear your opinions. Just say, if you didn't like it, just say it sucked. Okay? I'll see you later.